Guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Today's episode, Ripple's acquiring G Treasury, another major step expanding its financial reach. Company has announced it will acquire G Treasury for $1 billion coming up here shortly. This marks a bold move into the core of corporate cash and liquidity apps for Ripple. G Treasury is a US based platform, of course, that helps them manage risk, cash flow, things of this nature. Thousands of clients in more than 160 nations, by the way. HG Capital Trust, the private equity holder of G Treasury, confirmed its exit and valued the deal at approximately $1 billion, guys. This transaction is pending regulatory approval and expected to close within some months here. Ripple's intent is clear: to transform how money moves inside global enterprises to further their efforts in doing this, not just between banks. Okay, so by acquiring G Treasury, guys, Ripple gains direct access to the back office or back engine to corporate finance here. It means that cash positions, forecasting, bank connectivity, FX hedging, and so forth are all now within reach. All right. So Ripple is embedding, or let's say using RLUSD. It's no longer just about cross-border remittance here, okay? And this whole thing, it's about corporate treasury and how global firms move billions daily in real time. Corporate treasury market handles about $120 million in annual flows, guys. Okay, most of it still moves through batch systems, slow bank rails, and manual reconciliation. So now everything changes. Funds often sit idle, though. Now in time, time zones everything. Okay, Ripple's integration makes this be now a 24/7 G Treasury as the portal. Idle cash can shift now into tokenized money markets. Everything changes now. Not today. Welcome into the channel today. We are covering Ripple's acquisition of G Treasury. Welcome into Crypto Info. Guys, this creates a loop now, so to speak. Technically, the integration connects 3 layers, basically, is what this does, guys. G Treasury for the visibility, RippleNet for settlement, and Hidden Road now for liquidity deployment. Okay, they've got kind of all bases covered here. Now, Ripple's sitting right in the center of all of this, the ledger. On-chain settlement and tokenization is what I mean. Okay, so for the XRP ecosystem, it represents a massive step to a real-world adoption for us. Okay. So, I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't for financial advice. Please do not forget our Patreon has launched. And every 10 now, we're doing a little giveaway. Every 10 that we get, we're going to give the 11th one away for free. And Jock, we're going to get yours set up. I'm going to give you your free Patreon for the year. As I've said, keeping my word, we're going to get that set up for you here shortly. Guys, remember, Ripple could now target so much more with this. The integration enhances Ripple's reputation with regulators and institutions. Now this changes everything for Ripple. This is a huge move. Owning a treasury system used by household name corporations signals maturity and compliance, of course, at the very least. Execution will be key. Merging 2 complex systems, traditional blockchain with TMS, is a significant undertaking, and it will take some time, and we hope that will go fine. Require auditability and time. Ripple must maintain G Treasury's client, keep everything all hunky-dory with this. We've got clients on both ends. So they're going to dovetail just fine. They're going to seamlessly integrate. I have confidence that they will. By bridging traditional finance and tokenized assets, Ripple positions itself here as the infrastructure layer of enterprise liquidity for banks and software vendors. The development raises competitive pressure. I'm not even going to get into all that. It's just too much. But anyway, G Treasury is a major move now for Ripple. $1 billion. Another one for $1 billion, huh? Let's get into crypto markets real quick. Welcome into Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with the Tank. And by the way, let's take a peek at Bitcoin and the crypto market. Let's get a look first at the overall market. 3.76 trill for the crypto market. Fear and greed now at 30 for our fear and greed index. Bitcoin is, one Bitcoin is coming in for $110,812 for a Bitcoin. The 7-day chart is looking like this. The 1-month chart is looking like this. Interesting. What if we back out further? It looks like that. It feels a lot more comfortable, doesn't it? Because look at this most recent dip here and back it up with where we are here, somewhere around here. So I keep saying happy 4th of July because here we are back to 4th of July prices. So basically, there's so much going on behind the scenes with crypto that the charts do not show. They never will. And the fundamentals is what I'm referring to. And, well, we could talk about that in a little bit, but there is quite a bit going on that is not being talked about by and large, but we've been talking about it here on the channel. Here is XRP's 1 month. Here is XRP's 1 week chart. Okay. So let's see if we can get back to here, to the $2.60 range or so coming up. Excuse me, this week. Let's see what we can do about that, about getting back to these heights. We may or may not. We may trade sideways and or down for a little bit. We can see this wedge building out. Wait, hang on. Yeah. Well, okay. I guess it's kind of changed now on me. I haven't looked in a little bit, but anyway, that's what the crypto market is looking like. Please do not forget Caleb and Brown. Crucial. Go ahead and tap the link down below. And if you call them, just tell them that we sent them. No, we are not shilling Caleb and Brown. We actually hardly get anything from that. I'm doing that to help. Somebody in the comments is like, oh, you're sending them over to Caleb and Brown just to get, yeah, we don't make crap, anything really. Honestly, we really don't. I'm doing that to help. I'm doing that for affiliation, for credibility's sake, to help them and to help us, to say that we connect with them. And my wife and I use Caleb and Brown, and we use them for good reason. And no, I don't really even make anything on that. So truth be told. So, yeah, so somebody said that in the comments. I'm like, come on, guys, really? Anyway, yeah, I wish it were true that I was making so much money with that. Guys, XRP, and I'm being genuine with you too. I don't make anything. Traded in the past minute. We've got 180,000 XRP moving across this planet. If we go back to our full, actually, why don't we do this? Let's go ahead and pull up. Let's see. Well, before we do that, let's do this. Okay. So, welcome into Crypto Info. Dino, welcome in. Not today, welcome in. Let me get back over here a little more. There we go. In my screen. Welcome back in. Hope you guys had a great weekend. You have caught Crypto Info, blockchain made easy with Frank the Crypto Tank. Guys, crypto has been up and down, and mostly down recently. And for the folks who are aware of the ISO 20022 coins and the mandate that the mandated upgrade that must happen with banks coming up over this by December 22nd this year, and everybody's got to be over from old MT messages to the new XML, not to be confused with XLM. The new XML messaging system, it will not coexist anymore. So old MT messaging is going away. Now rich messaging data that includes, welcome to Crypto Info, guys, by the way. Totally awesome. Welcome in. That includes, welcome, guys. Hope you had a good weekend. Now we are moving to November 22nd, 2022. Everybody's got to be moved over to the new ISO 20022 messaging banking standard, which allows for rich messaging data, as you well know, that we didn't have before, which is ridiculous with banking, in my opinion. We also have 2 FOMC meetings coming up, 28 and 29 of October, right up here coming up, and also December 9th to the 10th. We have 2 FOMC meetings. We'll see if we get 25 basis points apiece here. We may get rate cuts of 0.25 and 0.25 consecutively. We may get a 0.50 and a 0.25. We might get a halt, and then maybe a 2.5 for December. Who knows? Meaning a 25% rate cut by December. Who knows? Let's see what happens with FOMC. Let's see what meetings coming up, and let's see what happens with XRP ETFs coming up. And the other ETFs that are coming up, as you guys are well aware. Now I'm going to start talking really fast because I'm getting very excited. We're like that guy that does that thing with the quick little, the disclaimers for the Hot Wheels ad. Anyway, yeah, seriously, guys, here we go. This is it. We're on it. We're on it. We're on top of it. We're ready. We're patient. We've been waiting all this time. Guys, how long have we been waiting for this? Some since 2017 and earlier. Me since about just after 2018, 2019-ish. Yeah, we're all waiting for this to pop. It's coming very shortly. It is very obvious that with the crypto environment that we're dealing with, between ETFs very likely being approved for more ETFs, by the way. You know, we have the Rex Osprey ETF, which is crushing it, which is killing it, the spot ETF for XRP right now. But we have so many ETFs filings that it'll make somebody's head spin for XRP. It makes somebody's head spin. And we also have so many others coming up too. You've got H-bar and blah. Oh my goodness gracious. So look out for, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't you dare buy anything because of what I say or do. Turkey Base, welcome in. I am saying, as always, my regulars know, here they are: XRP, XLM, XDC, Algo, IOTA, ADA, Quant. Did I miss anybody? Pretty sure I got the 8 ISOs. I might have missed one. I usually do. I'm good for that. But anyway, we're having fun here with crypto. We're all anxiously waiting. You are all looking for some, and I am too, looking for something to say to us. Look, don't worry, you've got this thing. You are not incorrect about crypto. Don't care what the market's doing and been doing. You're not wrong, and you know you're not. The narrative has not changed. In fact, it's only gotten better, right? Little mosquito. Yeah, it's only gotten a little bit better. A lot better, right? Crypto environment, crypto White House regulations, blah, blah, blah. So I think it's pretty clear that the crypto market, Monsager, welcome in this morning. I'll get to comments in 2 seconds, guys. Welcome in, guys. Guys, I think it's pretty clear that crypto is going nowhere but up. The narrative has not changed. We are absolutely over the target. There's no question about this. Who cares what the crypto, regardless what the crypto market is saying price-wise, regardless of what some talking heads might be saying. You wouldn't believe the stuff that is still out there, guys. I guess you would, on the garbage about XRP and things like this. Oh, and by the way, how about Texit coin and the garbage on that? Be careful of things out there. And I'm not saying that it definitely is something that you have to be careful of, but I don't like what's going on with Texit coin. Yeah. Be very careful of that one. Being sold a bill of goods, in my opinion. Not being, there's so many red flags on that puppy. Go ahead and pull up what are the scam possibilities of Texit coin? Why should I be cautious and maybe not buy that one? Okay, because I have family members sending me Texit coin and be like, you got to get this. I'm like, oh my gosh. I went and checked it out. Literally took me 10 minutes to research it. I'm like, why would you ever touch this? Okay, so be careful and be your own researcher. Don't listen to people. It's because this is in Texas, and it's got a cool Texas star. Yeah, Texit coin. Yeah, go check out Texit coin and look at Brian Gray. Look at his track record. Oh my God, guys, come on, guys, please. He's putting on all these elaborate displays. This guy, and he's putting in these huge functions. Oh my God, as much smoke and mirrors as possible. We do smoke and mirrors and all that stuff. There's no need to do all that stuff if you're for real. You don't promote a chain like that. You're doing that because you're smoke and mirrors. So, in my opinion. Anyway, watch out for Texit coin, please, because it's going to come across everybody's desk coming up. I see it getting bigger and bigger. It's got a huge MLM thing attached to it that you've got to like pull people in as well in order. Oh boy, watch out now. Go do your research, people. Hey, not today. Hey, totally awesome. And Dino and Turkey Base and Monsager. Here's to you. Cheers. Michael J. Microphone. Cheers to you, my brother. Here we go. We are here at the end of the ride. Okay, so Brad said at one, I think it was like 3 years ago, he's like, well, we're in a marathon. That's, was starting to wrap up. I think it was July when they were deemed not a security, XRP. on the open market. And when it jumped up and everything, and he's like, well, this is at that point kind of thing. He was like, this is the, we're getting towards the end of the race kind of thing. And here we are, 2 years later-ish or so or more. And where are we now with this whole, start to finish line, meaning the folks who purchased XRP, XLM, XDC, blah, 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 all these, right? And, where are we on the finish line with these ISOs and them coming and them realizing their actual proper price here? Where are they? Where are they on the timeline? And that's what I ask every day is just kind of step out of, and when in doubt, zoom out, right? Because when we're in this thing with crypto, it gets very, it really does get intense. And it's like, geez, come on. When are we going to have this thing pop? Hang in there. It will soon. It will soon. I'm not a financial advisor. And I'm a smart person. And I pay attention to the truth of what I'm seeing, not the fairy tale matrix lie that a lot of people buy. Uh-oh, don't start rhyming again, guy. So we're at the end. This is it. You guys did it. We did it. I'm saying we did it. We're at the end. This is not going to go on very much longer. Let me just share this screen and show you. I hate that word. I really don't like it. Just in that context. Let me just do this as if it's small and trite. It's not. It's big. What we do is big and meaningful and important. That's why I don't like that word. Stupid. Anyway. Let me just pull up Bitcoin's chart and be passive aggressive. No, let me pull up Bitcoin's chart and jump back on the all here, on the all time, with power and emphasis. Come back here, please. Everybody, take a little ride with me on the charts back here. Take a little ride back to 2011. Take a little ride back to 2010, December, before Thanksgiving. How about let's take a check at that, take a look at right where we were just leading up to Bitcoin was at 22 cents in 2010. I remember exactly where I was that year and that Christmas. Interesting. That's where Bitcoin was. Take yourself back. 2010. Take yourself back to August 2010. It was 5 cents Bitcoin. August 2010, it was 5 cents. People started believing, and it started going to a dollar-ish here in 2011 because people, whatever, after that whole Christmas time thing. And then all of a sudden in 2011 in the summer, people were like, we really believe this thing. And for the first time in history, Bitcoin goes to the teens. $14, boom, 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 right? $11. And then she drops back down. People are like, I don't know. I'm going to retrace on that puppy. Why don't I do that? And I don't think so. It goes down to $4. Then it goes $7. Goes to $5, $6, $9, $12, $14, 30, and then it's point of no return. No, you know what? We're going for it here. In 2013, February, Bitcoin says, I'm not going back. And she goes to $123 in March 2013, $144. Retraces, but then shoots to full. Oh my goodness gracious! Goes to out of nowhere, $600. Retraces and then goes back up. Well, retraces, then goes back up to thousands of dollars here in 2017. So the year kicks off and it goes to 1,000. Like, now we're really not going back. Now we do thousands of dollars on Bitcoin here in May 2017. Going to 2,000, going to 3,000, 4,000. Holy Christmas, 8,000, 13,000 for a Bitcoin, 19,000. It went to something like 20,000 here in 2017. That bull run. God bless America. Good for you people who did it. Then it retraces down here and goes down to like $4,000 again, but then hops back up with our next double top dead cat bounce bull run that we had here in 2021, as we all remember, as everybody held their bags waiting for it, and it never really happened. Fine. Bitcoin still went to freaking 60-something thousand, right? Didn't it? 68,000, whatever it went to. 68,000 something, whatever. takes a big dip back down. And by the way, that height, of course, 2021, and then we dip back down 2022, but then climb back up the mountain here. And in 2023, 2024, 2025, we are up here to heights of $100,000 for a Bitcoin. Retraces back down to 84,000, whatever. Comes back up and starts making new all-time highs, 124,000 and so on and so forth. Here we are now. So if we zoomed out on the zoom out and don't just go all and go further, can you zoom out further than the all chart? What if I did? And I went all and said, what's likely now down the road? And if I do that on the chart, you know we get something like $175,000 Bitcoin. We get something like $180,000 to a $200,000 Bitcoin. All you need to do is move your trend line up that chart, down the period of time. And, unless something drastically horrible happens to Bitcoin, it's not going away. It's going to keep going up and to the right. This is obviousness. So knowing this and seeing this, and the other cryptos following along, that Bitcoin essentially raises all tides, raises all boats. The tide of Bitcoin raises all boats in the harbor. This is simply what happens when the tide comes in on Bitcoin for a period of time. And if this happens at the same time, of course, as the burgeoning crypto marketplace and everybody and everything coming into crypto, because everything has been finished behind the scenes as far as the technical aspects and everything's been built, boom, 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 we're ready to go, a la internet phase and cell phone phase. If you can hearken back to those times, this is about, I don't know how many more times explosive than the internet period was. It will play out very similarly to that super cycle that we saw. I'm not a financial advisor. This is the obviousness of the truth. If you're watching and paying attention and not listening to all the noise and garbage, people still do what they do, and they're going to do similar things to what they did during that run of the internet. And I'm over the target. I know. We know I am. And crypto's not going back in the bottle. The genie's not going back in the bottle. The technologies are out and in the open on blockchain. So it's only going forward. And it doesn't matter if only the Trump family is into it. And people say, yeah, but they're going to be out of the White House, and then the Dems are going to, and then the crypto's going to be nothing. No, laws are being created, regulation being set that will not be overturned, codified into law that says crypto will move forward. Blockchain does move forward. Genie is out of the bottle. This thing's not turning around. We are correct on what we're saying. We are about to be very wealthy, all of us. Please hang in there, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm here as a word of hope to tell you, and obviousness of the truth, to say don't listen to the garbage. They're not going to shake you or me out. Don't listen to them. We are right. We are over this target, and we are correct. This thing has been going up and to the right constantly. Look at these huge diggers that are calculated events that make this thing dig. Look we could crash all the way down here. We could totally come right down here and go down to a $2 trillion crypto, my guy. Absolutely. 2.5 trill we could go down to. Absolutely, yes. We could lose another trill, 2.75 trillish maybe. We could totally do that and be right around this range right here and lose another trill and be at 2.75 trill before we shoot up. But the train cannot be stopped on crypto. It can't. The genie is out of the bottle. I didn't even show you what I wanted to. Let me do that very quickly. So on the whole cryptocurrency market, here's the point. If we look at it and we zoom out, if we look at its all chart, we are here, you are here, and we are going somewhere up here to about 8 trillion, 9 trillion. So we are about to have about a 70% uptick in the cryptocurrency market as a whole, because 70% would put us somewhere, because if, somewhere around 8 trill or so, somewhere around there. We're at 3.75 trill now. We go to 8 to 9 trill. We'll do another 2/3. We're only at a third of where we're going in the near future. Yeah, we'll be at about 9-ish coming up here or so, or more. When? Oh, I don't know. In about another 6 months, year, 2 years, 3 years. Could be 5 years, could be 7 years, could be 10 years. Don't talk like that, Tay. I don't want to hear that. Don't talk like that. What do you mean? I've been doing this so long. Don't you dare say a year, 5 years, 10 years. Who cares? It takes as long as it takes. You get to see the truth. Who cares? It takes as long as it takes. Have fun with it. Gotta do something different to enjoy your life. You can't count on crypto to save you to enjoy. We can't count on the crypto bull run to save us from our sorrows of our life. We need to be living our best happy life with or without a cryptocurrency bull run. Hey, I'm not going to say that word. I know what it means. The Ama word starts with an A, ends with an N. The Egyptian god that wants you saying it after every prayer. It's still going on. Yeah, so, I'm not seeing it, man. I'm not seeing that truth. I'm not seeing it. Lies and deceit. What I see, the truth I see, is crypto is out of the box and going nowhere but to the moon. Guys, I'm such a knucklehead for not paying attention to my people. Monsager asks, morning tank, or says, ISO 20022 is extremely important, but remember that for anyone and everyone to participate in this system going forward, they will all have to be ISO compliant. Yes, they will. You're not even going to be able to be participating if you're not ISO compliant. I don't know if you guys know, everybody knows that. Turkey Base says, I have people telling me in my life XRP has no utility. Oh my God, this thing is still going on with XRP. Seth, good morning. Welcome into the channel, brother. Welcome in, Seth. Turkey Base says, from Turkey Base, you, I believe, are from the Pittsburgh area. I do believe out of Pittsburgh. Yeah? Yeah? I think so. Are you Pennsylvania, Turkey Base? I have a lot of people in my life, says Turkey Base, that says XRP has no utility. And I do too. Just so you know. So you're not alone. Turkey Base, you are not alone. All of us, we are not alone. There are people all around us. We're pulling up videos to this day that are saying XRP is a scam. It has no utility. It's a crap coin. And they're repeating what all of those who missed the boat on XRP are shouting from the mountaintops. In my opinion, a coin to be careful of, in my opinion, is Texit coin. That's what you should be careful of. Go ahead, and what you ought to do, I think, is AI, please give me a comparison of XRP to Texit coin, and then they can see what a real crap coin is versus a real coin like XRP. Go ahead and do the AI comparison and put them both in, and look at the truth of Texit coin being in the Bitcoin family as far as settling blocks in like minutes and stuff. Like, there's no way. It says it's to be a payment. It's to be a payment chain is Texit. Yet it settles blocks in like 3 minutes or something ridiculous like that. It's something crazy. It's ridiculous stuff. Guys, please be careful in this space. We need to know and see what's under the hood. Now, let's look at what's under the hood with XRP, Turkey Base. And now you tell your friends and you play this video for your people. You share this piece with your people who are saying this about XRP. Okay. XRP has no utility. On-demand liquidity. Let's back up here first before we bring XRP into the picture. Play this for your friend. I'll try to be succinct so you can just grab it and say, check out this timestamp wherever we are. Very quickly, please don't argue with your friends. I saw your other comment there. I'll read the rest in a second, but please don't argue with your friends. That's the second thing I'm going to say. Please don't. Guys, please don't with crypto. Please be best we can. I'm not saying that I don't do it too. Let's please remind each other to not argue about crypto, not get riled up about crypto, not get aggravated or frustrated or tense with our friends who have not done the research that you or I have done and that come at us with, hey, blah, 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 and they're parroting things. Don't get mad at that. Understand this is what human beings do, and I'm not saying I'm above them because I have done that crap too. Please, let's not do these things and understand the truth. And they're your friend, and don't lose your friends over crypto. Don't lose your family over crypto. Be kind and nice to people, and that's what I'm spitting out on the channel. Will I slam dunk somebody in a heartbeat for being an idiot in my life? Yes, I do. Yes, I do that. But I try to 99.9% be as kind and loving as I possibly can. I feel the Lord God slam down some earthquakes once in a while to rile people up and sends down a couple of hurricanes, okay? Tank's kind of like a hurricane sometimes. But I try to be as loving and kind, and I try to be sunny weather that's 75 degrees as much as I can. Here's the truth of it. Be kind and nice to your friends and family. This ride's going to be over sooner or later, and you're going to be happier that you were kind and nice to them and you didn't let crypto get in the way, okay? It's an excuse. Crypto can be an excuse in these things to rattle cages with people that were, come on, let's just get along with people. That makes, now I'm going to say just there. Let's just get along with people. All right. It is important what is happening now that that's out of the way. Guys, really. Oh, Philly. Gotcha, Turkey base. Right on, Philly, by the way. Guys, come on. Crypto is not going anywhere. XRP has no utility, people shout from the mountaintops. Let's start with this. Play this at this timestamp, Turkey base. Here you go. I'll do it succinctly. Ripple is a San Francisco-based tech company that leverages, I'm going to say leverages. I don't think I'm off with that. There's nothing wrong with saying that considering how much they hold in escrow of XRP. 100 billion were created in pre-mined of XRP at the beginning, making it carbon neutral. Key point. Next key point. Everybody is trying to say about, I feel the rant coming. He's getting aggravated because I know the truth. And it is hard to do this, but we've got to be kind and nice. So to your friend, I'm going to stay with a nice tone. Please see the truth. I'm going to wake you up nicely and gently shake you instead of throwing cold water on you. I'm going to gently wake you up as I would a friend. Gently, I'm going to gently nudge you and not be a wisecracker either. I'm going to be nice about it, okay? And genuine. Ripple, the San Francisco-based tech company, is valuated at something like 15 billion or something like that as a company. They basically just beat the SEC in a long, dragged-out lawsuit, which was so obvious why it happened. It happened because Ripple got lassoed by the SEC, and the SEC and the powers that be said, I'm sorry, you're running away with the financial system with your ODL or on-demand liquidity solution that allows banks to now move money at the speed of information for the first time in history. Ding, ding, light bulbs start going off. All right, well, let me pull it back down. I'm supposed to be kind. That was a little rough. Let me be kind. Are light bulbs starting to go off, dear friend of turkey bases, or not? The story ain't over yet. Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson get massive amounts of this XRP. People say, oh, see, they're just getting rich off this stuff. Just like Cardano ADA with Charles Hoskins and guys worth $3 billion or whatever. See, oh, look at, he's using crypto to just get rich. But no, he is using crypto for real. I'm going to get into ADA right now. That's a whole other story, handling voting safely for and accurately for the first time in the world. Incredible genius. Thank you, Chuck. And I joke when I say Chuck, and I know you know that. If you don't like that, I apologize. I love Charles Hoskinson's efforts and what he's doing with cryptocurrencies. Stop trying to bash Charles Hoskins and XRP people. He's a human being too. Just cut him some slack. Back to the Ripple story and why Turkey Base, your friend, is so off in saying that XRP is a crap coin and has no utility. I am about to lay out its utility. I'm doing it right now, laying out its utility. I'm not done. I said succinct. I lied. I sidetrack far too much, but it's fun. Come on, don't tell me it ain't fun. All right, so this company called Ripple, Brad and Chris, founders of this company, Chris Larson, and then Brad comes along as CEO. They each get these massive amounts. They get sued for over $1 billion a piece, respectively, by the SEC. They don't. The SEC does not win. By and large, the case and all the major points of the case, the 4 points of the case, the SEC does not win. Ripple actually wins. First day of court, Ripple shows up with like 15 vehicles with at least 4 former SEC attorneys, and the SEC pulls up with like 3 or 4 vehicles with like a couple of 4 attorneys, tax-paid attorneys. Come on. We are dealing with a monster powerhouse. And now here's the funny part. People are like, yeah, but see, all that, the 100 billion and then that 50 billion or 60, whatever, 80, whatever it is, the massive billions that are locked in escrow. I should know that number, that are locked in escrow by Ripple. Then now, see, they can just do whatever they want. And do you see how at the beginning of the month they dump a whole big portion of XRP on the market? See, this is this crap coin. All they're doing is taking this XRP Ripple and using it for actually transfer for trading in it for real world USD, and then using that to become rich and be kings. Remember, no kings. I just vomited in my mouth a little bit. No, it's actually the wise move, wise cracker, wise people. It is the wise move to say, this is the model, not trying to mine it every time you want new coin that operates and facilitates the operation and usage of your chain, gobbling up all kinds of energy, allowing for 51% hacks. Boom, boom, boom. Do you know anything about crypto? These people don't know anything about blockchain technology and crypto. You know I do. Oh, and I know you do too. That's why I be laying it down for you, people. That's why you're going to hit that like and subscribe down below and help me. Because I freak out, but inside the freak out, I teach you about crypto. It's fun. Hang on, dear friend of Turkey Base. We're not done with the story. This Ripple, San Francisco-based tech company called Ripple, has a ledger called the XRP Ledger that is not necessary. Let's just say, okay, somebody answer me in the comments if you believe that wholeheartedly the ledger is Ripple's or not. Answer me in the comments. That's a debate that people are still having, which is ridiculous to me. But anyway, you answer me in the comments. But anyway, we have the XRP Ledger that is leveraging XRP on it. And every time a transaction is facilitated on the XRP Ledger, and I don't care if it's RLUSD burnage too, XRP is burned and becomes more scarce, sending the price up. Now everybody will shout, well, if that, and they do this responsibly, by the way. So that is a nowhere case to say that they're going to dump it on the market. See, they're holding so much XRP. No, that's the model you want to use. Is a Byzantine fault is a 180 UNL unique node list that is spread across that. That's what doesn't get hacked. Now you have a safe system, a safe consensus mechanism, which, by the way, the BIS agrees that the Byzantine consensus mechanism. Go ahead and check our videos on that. Are you getting too much crypto info here on this channel this morning, guys? Laying out why people are saying, I am laying out why people are so ridiculous in saying that XRP is a crap coin. No, it absolutely actually is not. It's actually the most powerful real-world use case of any coin in cryptocurrency, addressing the largest addressable market in cryptocurrency, which is cross-border remittance. Guys, are you, oh my gosh, Frank, calm down. You got to use the gentle wake-up with these folks. These are your friends, even if you don't know them. Be nice and kind. Don't throw cold water on these people. It ain't easy being cheesy. When we get to how would it be for a Garlinghouse and these folks who are so intelligent in the ways of crypto and watching the world go, gee, that stuff, I'm sure at this point they laugh. I have to get this laugh mentality. Anyway, Arthur Brito, Jed McCaleb, and David Schwartz, genius from Long Island. I'm not going to get into all that. Anyway, taking apart locks and door locks and everything in his house when he's a kid because he's an utter freaking genius and putting them back together properly. Who does that? Come on. So utter genius, just an inherently native genius to this planet as he pops out, like a Da Vinci. So they create the ledger. Jed McCaleb, 1%er, then goes and carbon copies that and creates the XLM's blockchain distributed ledger, which is Stellar Lumens, headed by Danelle Dixon. Please, not Danielle. I'm pretty sure it's not Danielle, and everybody says, please get her name right. I'm pretty sure it's Danelle. Yeah, sorry, Danelle. And then I go saying Chucky, right? All right, anyway, we have these coins that are definitely something real in the world. And to say that Ripple and XRP it has no utility in the world is one of the most ridiculous statements you're ever going to hear come out of someone's mouth. And it shows that you absolutely are not well researched in cryptocurrency, particularly in the way of the ISO 20022 coins, the 8, which is XLM XRP, IOTA, Algo, Quant, ADA. There's one or two I'm missing, and I don't. Oh, HBAR. I think that's it. So those 8, those are the crushers. That's our future financial system. So those who are arguing with you are not paying attention to this, and they don't know what they're talking about. I can say that nicely. In this regard, they don't know what they're talking about. I'm sorry, I can say that. So Turkey Base says, I argue with my friends. They like BTC and ETH more, and they've been sold the bill of goods and and they tell me they have more utility than XRP. Bitcoin being digital gold, for example, is what they argue. No, Bitcoin is propped up by USDT Tether, which in order to keep its backing 1-to-1 with the US dollar has to purchase US treasuries. So it's intimately tied to the US monetary system. So it is not a hedge against the US monetary system. Go ahead and play that back if you didn't understand it, because I'm not repeating it again. I know that was fast for you because nobody wants to bring that point up. Why don't you play that for them, Turkey Base, to your buddies? Why don't you tell your buddies to get on this channel and start learning the truth? That Bitcoin is the rich person's play at this point. It may 2 or 3x, but that's all it will do from this point. Ethereum is the Yahoo of the space, which will go by the way of the Yahoo or the Netscapes coming up here in another few years or so, because it can never do what it was built to do. And so if only just 5-7% of the world's kind of like onto crypto now, and we have another, think of the truth of this, and we have another, let's say, 60-70% coming into crypto, that's why we're saying 9, 10, 12 trillion instead of 2, 3, 7 trillion, $3.7 trillion crypto market. You're all about to be so wealthy, it's ridiculous. That's not financial advice. I mean, the obviousness of this is so clear. You're not putting it back in the bottle, right? So here goes crypto to the moon. Like, seriously, we're about to get an inflow of about 70% of people of adoption with crypto. So that's going to explode. So you're trying to tell me that you think Ethereum can handle that? All that? It can't handle what it's doing right now. Hold on. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I have to get a wasp. Okay. I shoot him. I think I messed my camera angle up, but that's okay. So anyway, let's hear what we're saying in the comments here and listen to all the nonsense that people spit that don't really know a lot about cryptocurrency, yet they want to yap a lot to friends and things and tell them what they should purchase and shouldn't and what they should stay away from. You got people who are regular people with regular money to put in. Watch, show them this. Hold on. Show them this example. Hold on. Hold on. Show them this one. Let me share the screen on this. Hold on. Okay. Show them the screen on the crypto market and show them this if you might. Okay, let's pull the calculator up. Now let's do a quick little fun calculator exercise that we love to do. Hey, Turkey Base, tell your people who are into Bitcoin because we have 124,000 for an all-time high. So let's say if we possibly went, let's see, 124,000. Let's say we shot up and we did I don't know. Let's say Bitcoin did an incredible 5x. I don't believe it. Let's say it does a 3x. Meaning in this run, before it's all over. If we still have our run, I think we do. 372,000 for a Bitcoin. Interesting. If we still have our run here, XRP and ETFs approvals and things like this, towards the end of this year, if we still have our run and so forth, XRP is easily going to $15 or so, $17. But let's take one that's less, one of the ISOs. Let's take Hedera. Better yet, let's grab XDC coming in at 40 something or so. Where's my XDC? You can grab VeChain too if you want to. Yeah, I think we're in the 60s. Yeah, XDC is at 6 cents. So XDC at 6 cents. So show this to your buddy, please, Turkey. Let's see, 6 cents. Let's say it goes and does. Actually, we're not going to take that, right? Because we're going to go to its last all-time high, which for XDC, I do believe is, I think it's, 19 cents. Okay, so it is reasonable, 19 cents, to pull a move of 19 cents. In this market and where we have to go and the suppression and everything, I'm going to call this easily a 7X. Easily a 7X. $1.33 for an XDC. $1.33 for an XDC. $1.33 for an XDC. At 7X. All right, now let's go back to our lovely Bitcoin because she's at 0.06 cents. Okay, let's go back to Bitcoin now. Okay, she's at 110,000. So let's say one of your buddies that said, look I'm a regular person. I want to try it. I want to buy a Bitcoin. Okay, good. Go take your, it's down now. It's at a price where I could buy a Bitcoin. Good. 110,089. Call it 111. Go ahead and spend that out of Bitcoin. Now, if Bitcoin does its, let's call it a 3X. You've spent 111,000 to get 222,000 because you put in 111, so you lost that. So you got 200, you made like 211,000. Now let's take 111,000 and instead purchase the XDC for 6 cents right now. Well, you now would have 1.85 million coins, XDC. So 1.85 million XDC. There we go. 1.85 million XDC times, what did I say? $1.33? $1.33. And so instead of it making 211,000, you make 2.46 mil. Even if I'm half right and it doesn't go 7X and it only goes 3.5X, you still made 1.23 mil before taxes. Even if I'm only a third right, you still made just about a mil, blah, blah, blah. A lot better than 211,000 now, isn't it, people? Please. Wake up, please. Wake up. Please wake up. Please pull out your calculator and stop talking about out of your you-know-whats and pay attention to what's happening in crypto and stop misleading people and friends with your garbage, people. And I say that kindly. Learn and start doing research on crypto and stop misleading people. And the people in comments, get out of my comments with your nonsense. Oh my gosh, you should hear the stuff that I get in comments with what people are saying. And if anybody listened to it, they'd be like, oh my God, I'm making a mistake with XRP. It's like, oh my gosh, you're totally off. You're so not correct about XRP. Hello, welcome in. But Marty Kels, welcome in. Black Child, welcome in. Better fetch my sweet tea now. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. What's up, my brother? Now, the people who are here and understand what's going on with crypto, I'm taking the glasses off for you. Thanks for coming on the ride, Black Child. Death Spawn, welcome for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Welcome in. Seth, welcome in. Everybody who's in here for the truth of crypto and is sick of the gut. And by the way, welcome in Bitcoin Maxis, because we're not playing no games with Bitcoin Maxis either. We love you too. I love everybody in crypto. I don't know if anybody realizes that. I don't care who you are. If you are on this earth to be in this channel at this time, I love you because you found the tank and you found the realest you're ever going to find in crypto. I promised my guy I would stop with the cussing because we went as a channel that wouldn't cuss and wouldn't swear. And boy, it ain't easy. Because you can't really get your point across when you're saying horse pooey. I mean, how you going to do this crap? You're saying crap all the time. All right, comments. It is fun, by the way, the ride. And you and I and everybody who's in on this channel is about to be disgustingly wealthy, in my opinion. If you guys are holding XRP, Blackchild says, holding XRP and accumulating since 35 cents. Well, then you're about to crush this thing, dog. Because that's what we be doing, too. I've been holding since a little you beat me. You beat me. At 35 cents, you beat me. Hats off to you, brother. You beat me. I'm trying to pretend like I'm in your league. I'm not. You beat me. Hats off to you. Where can you buy XDC? I don't know. I think I bought it on Uphold, and then I'm pretty sure I pulled it off. Could I pull it? Did I pull it off Uphold? Yeah, I was able to pull it. You got to be careful with Uphold in some of these exchanges, and that's why I'm trying to tell you. I get people in the comments who are going, stop trying to tell people to go over Caleb and Brown, blah, blah. Why wouldn't I? Why would you not be using Caleb and Brown? If you know anything about crypto and know about the cash out potential and how these exchanges crash every time we get any kind of volatility, either a crypto crash or a crypto hike going crazy up, oh yeah, them exchanges be crashing now, don't they? Every freaking 2 minutes. You know, Caleb Brown is not an exchange. It's different. It's a brokerage firm. So they source the liquidity themselves. And if they don't, they go to 14 liquidity providers and give you the highest price for your crypto cash out. So, and by the way, if your crap jumps up to $750,000 and you want to cash it out, you can pull it out in one transaction if you connect with your bank and do your test transaction ahead of time of at least $2,000. So when the crypto market cranks up, I hop onto Caleb Brown, not financial advice. And I've already been to my bank and talked to the bank manager, which is what you're going to want to do. Make sure the bank plays ball with crypto, with crypto and blockchain, and also Caleb Brown. And then you go ahead and make sure that's all set. You set up the accounts on each end. I do. I go ahead and I do my $2,000 transaction once crypto's going up, of course. Don't do that when it's crashing. And go ahead and drop it into the USD for $2,000 worth of crypto. You go ahead and drop it back and recycle it and put it back around to the crypto market once it drops a little bit. Wink, wink. And purchase more cryptos with it. But you've achieved your $2,000 transaction, which is required, and that can be an aggregate of XRP, XDC, and whatever. It doesn't have to be just one coin on Caleb. By the way, it doesn't cost you anything to upload your stuff on Caleb. Just so you know, you do not take a hit for doing that. People wonder. No, you don't take a hit. They charge you 3.5% period for buy-sell swap. That's it. Anytime you buy-sell swap on Caleb, you get charged 3.5%. Totally freaking fair. So anyway, getting on a rant about this. People in the comments going, why would I use Caleb? Oh my God, why would you not? That means you don't know anything about crypto. I'm getting tired. I don't know how people do this channel for like 5 years and 6 years with all these people. Oh my gosh. Truth be told, because it's fun. That's probably why. Anyway, what I do is I then do my test transaction. Now, when XRP goes up to 750 or one of my coins, I'm not selling XRP, by the way. I'm not putting that into USD. Why would I do that? That's another conversation. I've been over it a million times. But I take something like VeChain or something, and I go ahead and cash out on my VeChain, and I grab my 500,000 or my 750K or whatever on that coin, and I make my move, and I'm done. Boom. You can't do that on Uphold, Coinbase, Kraken, Femex, blah, 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 blah. They're exchanges. You look at the fine print to which you have agreed to and check the box saying you agree. It says on Uphold they're only giving you $50,000 a day daily withdrawal. That's it. It's all you get when you try to cash out. You got 2 or 3 that run and you want to take 500K out that day, you ain't going to do it. Sorry, child. Shut down. Shut down, my brothers. See what I mean? And I got people in the comments going, why would I go to Caleb? Are you freaking... I just told you why, dumbass. All right, be nice to people, Frank. All right, now look at... Here's the deal. For those of you who don't understand crypto and how it works in blockchain technology, you have come to the right place. For those of you who do understand how crypto and blockchain technology works, you have come to the right place. For those of you who are wishy-washy, kind of somewhere in the middle, hurt a little bit, maybe you're pretty good, you're researchers, you don't listen to the garbage, and all you have taken into your big noggin is good stuff about crypto and accurate stuff, because you've only taken in because we eat all the time. We eat what we eat with our mouth, our nose, our ears, and our eyes, for those who are aware, and this eye for those who are really aware. That's for the next level stuff. You could find that stuff in the Patreon now, child. Somebody go fetch me my sweet tea. And somebody go fetch me my XRP, XLM, XDC, IOTA, Algo, ADA, it don't stop, H-bar, get on board, please, with the brains. Get on board with those who are paying attention to crypto. Stop listening to the stupidity out there that is saying Bitcoin is a store of value and it's digital gold. Well, how could it be when we have to have USD? Something else going to prop it up is probably going to be RLUSD. Coming up here shortly, that's Tanker's call. Tanker likes to make the calls with this. Coming up shortly, it'll be RLUSD. Goodbye, USDT. See you later. My Tether crash coming true, too. And everybody else is saying that Tether's just too unstable, and how could you play by these rules and still think you're going to have the foundational legs to stand up much later in the cryptocurrency market and still be a crusher later on when regulation comes in and everybody's playing this ball like this game like this. See what I mean? See how Tanker wakes up at the end of the episode and don't play no games? If you know crypto, you know you came to the right place, and now you're probably sick of the other channels. No, I go to the other channels too, because they do a great job of the current research and the updates on everything. Yeah, I'm doing GTreasury today, but these other channels like, Lewis, but Brad Kimes, you got Digital Outlook, Digital Perspectives, you got everybody, Zach Rector, all these awesome dudes. You got Paul Barron, all these awesome people. Even though I joke about Paul, I love Paul Barron. I watch them all the time. I watch all these folks. And these guys are great for giving the skinny on crypto. What I'm great to do in crypto, I think for my channel, I'm a little bit different and awesome, and I'm special in this regard, like a niche that you get to come to in crypto, which is I watch and digest all of that information that they're spitting out and keep up to date and do my own AI research and Google research based on what they're doing. I create my own content. Really, I have a whole other job, which is a whole separate job, which is to digest all of this in my personal life with my own crypto, so to speak, business, which has a portfolio that invests in crypto. And that's a serious thing for me. And then I also have this YouTube channel that is a business as well. That kind of dovetails and integrates some of these same things. So if you want to know about crypto and get the channel that doesn't do the daily updates all the time and things like this, but gives you the guy who has internalized all of this information, ate it up, chomped it up with a real world view, a dude who's busted out of the matrix largely and doesn't believe the bull crap, but is not crazy. I don't want to know about tinfoil hat. It's got aluminum in it. Why do I want that? It's going to give me dementia sooner or later, right? And also, it's a byproduct of fluoride industry. Fluoride's a byproduct of the aluminum industry. And then fluoride's the thing that directly goes to the pineal gland and calcifies the third eye and cuts your eye of Horus or your eye of sight. So why would I want to do that? Oh, yeah, we get crazy on this channel. Patreon's even better. Now, here's the deal. We're giving away an 11th Patreon to the first 10 that sign up to our Patreon. So we don't really have many in there because we just started. I think we have like one or two, and they're probably free. By the way, Mental Jack, I got covered with a Patreon. Please don't worry about that, my brother. I am not going to forget you with that Patreon. I told you I'd give you one free, and I'm going to. And comments I'm going to get to in just a sec because I see you guys in here. Whoops. Can you please do me a favor and not forget about these three? Because I'm going to keep flashing them. Because you're going to see and play this back in 2 or 3 or 5 years or 7 years or whatever it is. And you're going to see that these guys are at $200, $300, $400, $500 a coin. If not, some of them, one or two might be at $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a coin. So those who missed the boat, and I don't know what to tell you, but I am trying to tell you here now early. Don't say I didn't tell you. My wife says, you always say you don't have a crystal ball, but you kind of do. I'm like, she goes, you should get one on QVC or whatever, or Amazon. I'm like, maybe I will. Maybe I will get a crystal ball. Then people will think I'm being braggy. Welcome into Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. We got a whole slew of individuals in here this morning. We've got Not Today, welcome in. Dino, welcome in. Totally Awesome, welcome in. Turkey Base, hailing from Philly area, welcome in. Go Eagles. I don't know, go everybody. Come on. I'm Broncos guy, obviously. Sorry to do that to you, Giants. My East Coast boys. Sorry about that. Turkey Base 911, welcome in. Totally Awesome, welcome in. By the way, Seth, my brother, welcome in, my friend. Death Spawn 69, welcome in. Marnie, welcome in. Black Chow, welcome in. Who else is in here? Alaska Life, welcome in. What do you think of the Digital Wealth Partners? Is it legit? Oh, boy. Okay, I'll get to that in a little bit. And Alaska Life, you have my word that I'm going to answer that question in just a little bit. Let me get through some of these comments first, and I'll get back to you. You can buy XDC, by the way, Black Child and I'm not going to say child, I'm going to say child because it's easier and it's more fitting. So yeah, Black Child, you can get XDC, I'm pretty sure, on Uphold, dude. And you can pull it off, no problem, I'm pretty sure, on Uphold. You better check first. I'm pretty sure that's no problem. It's been so long since I've played these games. I have an XRP XL. Yeah, XRP XL. Welcome in. I am going to get back to your question, Alaska Life. Please don't worry. Aaron Lightsey, welcome into the channel. Guys, if you're new, please would you tap like, subscribe, and if you feel like I'm giving you the real deal on crypto, XLM, XDC, IOTA, Algo, all the ISO 20022 coins, HBAR, all the 8. We also have Quant and there, all of them. Please go ahead and hit a like, subscribe, and yes, Seth, thank you for the vote of confidence. I'm trying to spit this as real as I can. I don't like bull crap in my real life and my off life. Besides this is my real life. What am I talking about? Kind of like when I'm not doing the channel or on the channel, I only will stand for the truth. And boy, does it freak me out when people ain't doing the truth. So if you don't like truth, stay away from me. Get off the channel. Yep, Black Child is saying facts. Heck yeah, because you know why? Because Seth is saying people's math be funny. I'll take a fraction of the coin to double it instead of multiplying. It's so true, you guys. People are going to be fooled by Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. And not that I don't hold all three. Please don't get me wrong. I hold all three. It's just that I kind of bought them early enough that was meaningful. I don't know if I would jump in right now on those. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. That's up to you. I'm not a financial advisor. Alaska Life, what do I think of digital wealth partners? I will answer your question in a second as soon as I get through the rest of these. Best way I can think to ask this, but is it just hold on cold till explosion? The answer is basically yes. That is my opinion. I am not a financial advisor. Aaron, and my brother is Aaron, by the way, so cool name for a dude with an AARON. I love it. AA is kind of like the word vacuum, how you got two U's together. I think it might be the only word in the English language that has that. There might be one other. Somebody AI that. Anyway, it's so cool to have the Aaron name. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you that's the way I play crypto. Why? Because I know what the hell I'm doing. That's why. Oh, I hope that didn't qualify as a cuss. Sorry, my brother. Sorry, sorry, Mr. Lukey boy. I apologize, my production guy. We have vowed to not swear on the channel anymore. That's essentially what we do. Some people like to try to day trade, Aaron, to answer your question, and they will do it even with their crypto. And what they'll do is they'll even hold it maybe on a hot wallet for that portion of their crypto that they want to day trade. And there's nothing wrong with this. This is what folks do. They'll buy crypto that sits in their long-term portfolio, and they'll have purchases there where they have them on cold storage wallets that's air-gapped off the internet. That I don't care how good of a hacker you are, you ain't getting it unless you had the original seed phrase from the beginning for that wallet. Now, that's possible. Now, if somebody has that and you went and bought it on Amazon, don't be doing stuff like that now. That is advice. I'm telling you, do not buy your cold wallets on Amazon. You go directly to the site, either ledger.com, treasure.com, and so on and so forth. Oh, boy. Be careful, guys, please. And then once folks purchase it and have it all on cold, they're like, you know what? I think I'll open a hot wallet and just do the quickie thing, knowing that there are bridges that get hacked with hot wallets. So just think that anything on there you could wake up and it could be stolen. But anyway, from the hot wallets, they would go ahead and play ball with day trading. And then they think they're going to go ahead and grab the charts. And they go ahead and they think they're going to beat, the Sam Druckenmillers and the Paul Tudor Jones of the world. And they think they're worse than that. They think they're going to go try to do it with XRP. Now, look, I'm not a financial advisor, but something tells me that might be the most foolish crypto investing move that everybody's ever doing in their life is to go try to short trade and go try to day trade on XRP. Oh, boy. Guys, we need to wake up from the slumber and pay attention to what investing is and don't start dipping into things you got no business playing ball with. All right? So many people have no business investing in crypto. And, a lot of people can and do have a lot of business, in my opinion. This is all opinion. Have a business playing in this field. Okay. And it doesn't take a genius. And there are some folks, though, who do this. And let's say they do it with a Solana or something like that rather than XRP. What they'll do is they'll put it in hot, and they'll in hot wallets what they want to play with that day, and they'll go ahead and play charts, and they'll say, let me go ahead and get TradingView. And I did it for a short period thinking I was going to do this. They pay the $68 a month or whatever, and when you do that, you can get down literally to like the 2-second time frame, and it's hilarious because there's no liquidity. You don't even see any candles on the candlestick charts. It's so funny. But anyway, you go down closer than a day on the candlestick charts, and see, it keeps doing this to me, man. I'm telling you, it's malfunctioning. Anyways, my stuff smell. I didn't swear. So anyway, we look at candlesticks. And we're like, oh my God, I'm going to play this game. Okay. Anytime I see what looks like a carnival hammer, whether it's red or not, see this guy right here? See this hammer? That tells you that you're going up very shortly. See that this is an engulfing green candle here. See, so you can start learning the candles, right? And seeing where we go up or down. See, this one told us that we were going to go down right here with that small little. If that built a lot on the candlestick, even though it was red, like it did here, that would give us an indicator that almost every time we're going up. See, so there are indicators that tell you, and you can play games on the charts, and anybody can do it, and anybody can start trying to make money as a day trader. But to do it consistently, you have to have a track record of consistency of over 67.8% of consistency of being successful. And if you can do that, you can make tons of money day trading. You know how many people do it on this planet? Like 1 to 2% that ever try to do it. It is ridiculously difficult and hard, and you have to learn so much. It's crazy, and even then to do it successfully. So please, in my opinion, no, that's not the way to go, is to day trade. The way to go is to grab it on cold storage wallet, always, no matter what. Always do cold storage. Then some people try to swing trade and try to do the 2-week trade or the 2 or 3 day trade and play that trade. One can do that and be successful. God bless you, because people get bored. What I always say is play the long-term hold. Grab your coins that you've researched well, dollar cost average, which means purchase them no matter what the price is. If you're confident and well researched with the project, know it's only going up and to the right over the next 2 to 3 to 5 to 7 to 10 years, then go ahead and do that. Put it on cold storage wallet is what I do. This is just advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You have to consult your RIA, your registered investment advisor, or a financial advisor that comes, sits down at your kitchen table every once in a while, putting money into your 401ks. You got to talk to that person, okay? Play the video for them. Play this video for them. Maybe they can learn a little bit about some more explosive moving things other than the old regs in the regular stock market. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with real estate either, and metals. Anyway, yeah, and then one could wait and hold it on cold, which is air gapped, which means you're not going to get your crypto stolen as long as you purchase your crypto wallet legitimately. You hang onto your 24 or 12-word seed phrase. Be very careful. Hang on to it. Guard it carefully. Engrave it. It costs you like 20-something bucks to go on Amazon and get the handheld engraver. Take some time. Take half a Saturday morning. Engrave your stuff. Have it all set. Put it in a waterproof, fireproof safe. Be very careful. Also have backups. I don't recommend putting this stuff on paper. Never give your 24 or 12-word seed phrase out for that wallet, ever. Have multiple wallets and split them up. And I always recommend a Treasury. I always recommend a Decent wallet, which is very easy and simple to use and safe. Ledger Nano is an S Plus, I believe, is the newer version, or an Ledger Nano X. LPal wallet, even though you're hearing hack on LPal, that's because people aren't using it properly. I'm sorry for you, and I hate that people lose their crypto, but I just saw a major one using LPal because people don't know how to use it, and you can't blame hackers or LPal. You didn't do it proper. You can do it safely and never get hacked with LPal as well. All these wallets, if you play them safely and you do it properly, you're not getting hacked. That's it. As long as nobody had your seed phrase for that wallet from the beginning, if you play properly, you will not get hacked from the cold storage wallet. It's impossible. I don't care how good the hacker is. It's air gapped off the internet, and it's not hot anymore. It's why it's a cold storage. They can't get it. Okay? Done. End of line. Okay, so keep it on cold storage and be careful. And we have videos to show you how to do that. You keep it on cold storage and you hold it long term. You dollar cost average, like I said, and you're buying it when it's going up or down. You don't care. All of a sudden, you see it go down and have a major dip, and you buy the dips when they go down. Okay, wow. Now you're holding a big bag of it. Now you're sitting there going, what do I do? Well, you sit there and you take your hands and you take them, put them under your behind, and you sit on them. And you don't do anything. That's the issue with crypto. People can't sit 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 years in crypto with their stuff and not do anything. Sometimes the best move is no move for years. Can you do it? For some, I'm going to say I highly doubt it. And I don't mean to be mean. Sorry, I wasn't on the full. I don't mean to be mean, but I highly doubt it. It's an incredible feat to achieve. That's why only some people get to get rich legitimately. We can do it in other ways, but I don't promote those ways. Anyway, so because you can get rich other ways too. Anyway, back to the question of Mr. Or Mrs. Alaska Life. What do I think of digital wealth partners? Is it legit? My answer to you after all this, I have no frickin' idea whether they're legit or not. But what I am going to do is do this. I'm going to do what I usually do. And I can tell you that if we very quickly... Oh, you want to know. See, only some do they want to know my location. When I type in the Ripple XRP, all this stuff, that's what they want to know. So why do you want to know my location right now when I type in digital wealth partners? That immediately tells me something. That's interesting. Let me try this real quick ski. Oh, let's get back to XRP and just run it. We've got 280,000 XRP moving in the past minute, by the way, people. Digital wealth partners. Let me see what I can glean in 2 seconds here. Let's see. In about 2 seconds, I'm going to tell you if I ever would go near them. And it could be not correct information, too. Supposedly, it's likely legitimate. They appear to have announced real products, a hedge fund targeting digital assets. They have an about presence. What raises caution and things to verify supposedly with them is just because they're registered doesn't guarantee a specific level of performance to protect you from risk. They deal in digital assets, which of course is very risky, as we well know. No readily available, obvious, independent, like third-party reviews are saying anything that you have to watch out for them. So it doesn't, supposedly they're okay. I don't know anything else about them, quite frankly. That is my very quick search. I do not endorse them by any means. I am not going to tell you to go with them or stay away from them. Don't know. I know about XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, and the like. The ADAs, the quants, these are the things I'm interested in. Back to comments section. People, please. Let me refresh my chat. Guys, yeah, thanks Not Today for your vote of confidence. I appreciate you. XDC, yes, it is on uphold, says Evan XRP XLM. And I do believe you can pull it off too, Evan. I'm pretty sure. Evan, thanks for joining us on the channel and helping me there too. And by the way, guys, if you have comments that will help me on this channel, and if I ask a question, by the way, Andrew, welcome in. Oh, Jake Claver runs it. Gotcha. Well, then I'm going to say that if Jake Claver runs it, I'm going that I know he's got high price predictions a lot in XRP. There's nothing wrong with being a moon boy. That does not mean that Jake Claver doesn't, and I'm not calling him moon boy by any means. He had higher prices for XRP. People are like, Jake Claver, I think he's a moon boy. No, Jake Claver is totally solid, dude. Jake Claver, from what I see, I trust Jake Claver from what I see. I have seen nothing to tell me that he is not anything but over the target, completely solid with crypto. I don't know that I would jump out and buy his products. I have not well researched his products. I am saying I believe that his channel is over the target, and I believe he's an over the target honest guy that is in XRP. He's one of the good members of the XRP community, is what I am saying. That's all I've ever seen with him. And if I'm wrong, the Lord shoot me down with a bolt of lightning. So that's what I'm saying about him. I like Jake Claver. I think he's solid and well-researched, and I think he's not playing games. I think he's honest, too. I don't think he's out to grab people's money and things and be, But anyway, I don't know in particular about his products. But I love me some Jake Claver. He's cool, as far as I know, in the world of crypto. Guys, I think the most obvious thing in the world is that all of these cryptocurrencies that we are laying out, which are primarily XRP, XTC, HBAR. Let me just run through them with you for you guys who don't. Okay, good. We're going to get some more gains on these. We'll get some more gains on these. Ethereum is going by the wayside. There's no way you're going to do what you were built to do. We literally have another 70% of the populace coming on to cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies, and Ethereum can't even do what it's supposed to do right now. As far as once the congestion builds, the prices go, blah, 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 blah. It can't handle. Oh my gosh, there's no way. You think Ethereum's going to take the blockchain up the cryptocurrency up the blockchain mountain? That ain't going to do it. No, no, no. Not all the layer ones in the world. Not all the layer ones, layer twos, layer threes, layer fives, layer 10s in the world are going to save you. BNB coin, yes, something in the world, and that thing's going to go to probably 5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand and stay there. BNB's a crusher. That ain't going nowhere. Solid. If it does, it will surprise me. I could be wrong about that. XRP is going nowhere but up over the next years, no matter how much the crying from the impatient who have purchased XRP. And by the way, Black Child, you killed me with getting XRP at 37 cents. Hats off to you, my brother. Nice move there. I'm in at 47 cents or something like that. As an average, 46 cents for average buys. We got Tron. I don't really want to know about you. It's okay. God bless your soul. Solana and okay, so let's just say I do hold Bitcoin, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. There's no problem with that. Some BNB, no problem with that. I hold them. I never got on board with Tron. No, thank you. Dogecoin made it some money on Doge over the years and still hold a bunch of Doge. Cardano, have a whole bunch of Cardano, being transparent, nothing wrong. Hold a bunch of XLM, hold a bunch of Avi, don't have Sui, have a bunch of Hedera. Made a bunch of money on Litecoin. Don't do that anymore. That's why I'm telling the people that are trying to do Texicoin to be Texit coin. Be very careful, please, with your Texit coin, because it is using a carbon copy of the Litecoin chain, and that's its consensus it's using. Guys, please learn about crypto before you go jumping on to coins and saying it's the next best thing since sliced bread. The Texit coin uses a carbon copy of the coin of Litecoin. That's what it's using for its blockchain. And everybody's all over Texit coin. Say, I got out of Litecoin, thank goodness, a while ago, and I made my money on Litecoin. But that's what it's using as its payment, is Litecoin's payment. Okay. Hey, God bless you. Shiba Inu, Shiba Inu, I have a whole blessed bunch of that one. Monero, I never got on board with. I'm not saying it ain't going to go to the moon. Polkadot, I never grabbed. Hold on, people are dinging up in the comments. Let me see. Andrew, thank you for subscribing. New subscriber by Andrew. Andrew says most of his targets are based on the Japan carry. Right. True, very true. I know, I've seen him. He's good. I like him. And thanks for subbing, Andrew. Welcome to the team, brother. And yes, I do watch me some. Just so you know, the people that you guys watch, I watch too. Just so you know. And then you get Tank giving his opinions, because I kind of take them all and ingest them all, and then I shout out my opinions. Thank you so much, Nelzoni, for subscribing. We do appreciate you, brother. Guys and gals, you could be, by the way, I don't want to assume. Keystone 3 Pro asks Tico, welcome into the channel, Tico. I don't know anything about that. I'm sorry. Don't know anything about that. Enlighten me, please. Help me. Guys, if you know things about crypto, or you have burgeoning projects that you that I have missed or did not see, I am trying to not have any kind of an ego here on the channel. So please, I am open and I want to learn along with you. That's who you got. Yes, I know a lot about crypto, but you guys do too. And you guys do too. So please enlighten me and help me, and tell me. I can't follow everything. I only have so much attention and time. I know what I know, and I try to be as accurate as I can, and I try not to mislead ever. I try to only say what I know about. You'll not see me spouting off on some stuff that I kind of half-assed know about. Sorry, hope that wasn't a swear. Sorry, production guy. Anyway, We're having fun on the channel. I don't know anything about that. Please enlighten me in the comments. Guys, I think it's the most obvious thing in the world that those of us who are have our eyes on crypto are going nowhere but up and to the right with crypto, that we're going to make a lot of money here. Hope I can say that without getting flagged, because I have said enough that I am not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. These are my opinions. We have loaded up heavily on the channel, and you can find out more on the Patreon, because, by the way, we are giving away a free subscription to the Patreon every 10th we get. Yeah, we're giving one away every 10th we get on the Patreon. So please check that out. Yes, we're trying to push the Patreon. Yes, we do think it's important for us to be able to give the truth in there that we cannot necessarily give here, because we get flagged by the algorithm. So, that's not the only reason why. But please check out our Patreon, because we do give you some goodies in there that you are not going to see. And do we give you a trial? I think we give you a trial for a little while to see if you actually want to do that for like $5 a month. But I will also give away a free every 10th that we get, that we secure. So I hope you guys had a great weekend. I really appreciate you for joining in today on the channel. I think it's obvious to everybody who's in here: Tico, Andrew, Turkey Base, Not Today, Evan XRP XLM, my brother Seth, Aaron, Alaska Life, Black Chow. We've got some new people in here, and I love you guys. Marnie, welcome in. Death Spawn 69, welcome in. Seth Berta, welcome. Liberta, welcome in. Turkey Base, I've called you. Totally awesome. Dino, and you guys are just simply the best. Monsager, how can I forget you, my brother? We've got our regulars and newcomers that came in to join us here today, that are here for the truth of crypto and not the bull crap of crypto. I spit it to you like I see it. I don't want to hear about the garbage of these, just the garbage of crypto, guys. You got somebody real here who is so well researched, and trying not to be egotistical either. You guys can help me learn too. I hope you have the best day ever. We'll be in every Monday through Friday. We are here 7 a.m. Mountain Time, Colorado time. And we love you. We love you for spending time with us in here, not in some weird, creepy way. Crypto Info Blockchain made easy with Frank the Crypto Tank. Tap that like and subscribe down below if you don't mind. Don't forget the Caleb link either. We also launched our Patreon for $5 a month. Don't forget that. Have a great day. I love you large for hanging out with the tanker today. See what we got for you tomorrow. Have a great day today. Enjoy it, guys. Bless you. Hats off to you for sticking in with crypto. It's going to pay off shortly here. You know it's true.